We're going to call this meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of the Bellflower City Council. It's Monday, June 10th, 2024, and it's 7 p.m. in the evening. There was no closed session, so there's nothing to report. And let's have the roll call, please.
Councilmember Morse?
Here.
Councilmember Sanchez?
Here.
Councilmember Santinas?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton?
Here.
Mayor Coops?
Here. At this time, we will be having our invocation, which I will be providing, and that'll be followed immediately by the Pledge of Allegiance, and that will be given by P.J. Balana, our Director of Parks and Recreation. So please stand at this time. Let's bow for a word of prayer. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening hour to give you thanks for all the things you've provided to us and to our city. Be with us as we deliberate those items in front of us to give us the right clear minds and decisions to make our city better. We also want to remember those that protect us, our firefighters and our sheriff's department who work diligently to protect our city. Be with us throughout the evening. In his name we pray. Amen.
Please place your right hand over your heart and join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. We'll do our council comments at this time, and I'll start off by talking about the 4th of July is just around the corner, and the city encourages all property owners to take more of an active role in ensuring their family members and guests on their property refrain from using illegal fireworks. 3 years ago, the city implemented a more aggressive policy to stop the discharging of illegal fireworks. The enforcement strategy permits Bellflower Sheriff and Public Safety personnel to respond to a complaint of or film the discharging of illegal fireworks, and the persons lighting them off cannot be identified. The property owner will receive a $2,000 administrative citation. These enforcement efforts resulted in over 100 citations last year. Did you hear that? You light off illegal fireworks, the fine is $2,000. And Fred Taylor gives us a thumbs up on that. All right. We have some people that do fireworks, and we catch them doing the 2,000. We come back an hour later, they got more fireworks, and we write them another citation for 2,000. So they're in our, right on the file there. So last year we wrote over 100 citations. If you have any questions about firework enforcement in Bellflower, please call the Bellflower Sheriff's Substation, and you can find them at 562-925-0124. And now we'll have Mayor Pro Tem Ray Dunton.
Thank you, Mayor. The Bellflower Summer Street Fests are back. Come join us downtown here in Bellflower for a great music, dancing, and exciting family fun. These events feature live music, food, craft, and business vendors, inflatable slides and games with Bellflower Recreation in Motion, also known as BRIM. The events begin at 6:30 p.m. and will conclude at 9:30. Interest is free, and vendor pricing will vary. Come out and for the first Street Fest this summer, next Thursday, June 20th, for a night of fun. For more information, please call 562-804-1424, extension 2261. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Dunton. Councilmember Wendy Morse.
Thank you, Mayor. The Parks and Recreation Department will kick off this summer with a new event showcasing everything the department has to offer. Join the department this Friday, June 14th, 2024, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Carruthers Park, located at 10500 East Flora Vista Street. Enjoy a preview of classes, activities, and special events for the whole family, along with game booths and BRIM. After the sun sets, stay for the first outdoor movie of the summer, Trolls Band Together, on the baseball field. Bring your own picnic, lawn chairs, and blankets. For more information on summer events, please visit the city's website at www.bellflower.org. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Wendy. Councilmember Victor Sanchez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good evening, Bellflower. The Bellflower Chamber of Commerce invites the business community to its Business-to-Business Casual Connections event next Thursday, June 20th from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The Chamber will also be hosting its monthly morning mingle on Tuesday, June 25th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. For more information, please call the Bellflower Chamber of Commerce at 562-867-1744. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. Councilmember Sonny Santinas.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Are you a business owner that is struggling to get website traffic that converts into sales and leads? Learn how to increase your website's organic traffic from Google at the next SCORE, that's SCORE Business Workshop on June 27 at Iron Fire, located at 17434 Bellflower Boulevard, Unit 200. The event is free and will begin at 6:30 p.m. SCORE, that is the Service Corps of Retired Executives, is a great business counseling resource. To register for this workshop, please visit www.score.org/Long Beach. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Santinas. Now we'll have public comments. Mr. Smoot.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is the time set aside for the public to address the City Council on matters not listed on the agenda. Anyone wishing to address the City Council should come to the podium, be recognized by the mayor, and state your name for the record. If you wish to address the City Council on an agenda item, you may do so by approaching the podium as we review that particular item, and you'll be given 3 minutes to address the City Council.
All right, time to come forward and sign in and address the City Council.
Hi. The reason I'm here tonight is,
And that name, please?
Don Abbott,
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's okay.
And we've lived in this city now for 38 years, and it has progressively gotten worse with these loud parties and live bands. And nothing seems to get done about it. You call the sheriff, and they're always too busy on important calls. We're having trouble. We're sensitive to noise, and there are laws against it, and the people, it seems like they have the rights and we don't, yet we pay the taxes. There are laws against it, which gives us the right to peace in our home. I'd like to find out what you guys are gonna do about it.
All right, so we're going to let you engage our current, Mr. McNerney is in charge of public safety, and he's our interim director, and I'm going to have him meet with you over here on the side, and he's going to get your address, so we don't announce it to the whole world, and we're going to figure out a plan to get you safe again, okay?
Yes, please, because last night there was a party, and my wife almost had a nervous breakdown. She was shaking, she was crying.
No, we don't need that.
And last 4th of July, there was a party on the cul-de-sac behind us, and instead of, the sheriff went twice, and instead of shutting it down, they had to move it to the end closer to our house. It vibrated our house. We couldn't hear our television. We couldn't talk to each other. It was ridiculous.
All right, we're going to find out where you are, and we're going to put some eyes on it, okay?
Okay,
All right, this
appreciate it.
gentleman here will help you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I'm one of Don's neighbors, and I'm here to let you know it is Saturday night. I walk around my neighborhood in the evening around 5 or 6, and they were having a party at the end of Pritchard Street, adjacent to where Kaiser was. We live 2 blocks away. We could hear it as loud and clear as plain as day. The words and everything, it was that loud. My neighbor, I stopped to talk to him behind me, and he even commented on it. And the cul-de-sac behind Don's house, they do get really rowdy. So I just want to let you know that it is not everybody. It's generally a quiet neighborhood, but it's kind of getting a little loud.
And if you'd like to contribute to the conversation, you're
Okay.
welcome to help.
I will. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Anybody else like to come forward and address City Council on non-agenda items? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and council members and City of Bellflower. My name is Oscar Villagomez. I'm the library manager at the Bracken Seek Library. And I
Welcome.
wanna-
We're glad you're here.
Thank you, thank you. So I wanted to share a little bit about what we're doing this summer, and particularly I want to highlight two of our programs. The first is our Summer Discovery Program, which is our reading program, and it's a program for all ages, and we invite everyone to join our summer celebration of reading and exploration. And the program runs from June 1st to August 11th, and it's easy to join. You can register in person at the library or online at lacountylibrary.org. Once registered, you choose an age category, read books, and complete fun activities to win prizes. So our goal is to reach 50,000 books this summer as a county. I think the last time I checked, we're about at 4,000. So I invite everyone in Bellflower to join us, and hopefully we can reach our goal. Second program that I want to highlight is our Lunch at the Library program. So we've been doing this for a number of years, and we're bringing it back again this summer. So this summer, kids and teens ages 18 and under can enjoy a free lunch at the Bracken Seek Library. Meals are available on a first-come, first-served basis starting June 17th, and it's going to run till August 9th during the hours of 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And for us, since we're closed Mondays, it's going to be a Tuesday through Friday program. And the only thing that we ask is that the meals be eaten at the library. There is no income restriction, and everybody's welcome, as long as they're that age
How many
range.
are you prepared to serve?
So we're gonna start off slow, but we can go up to as many as we can hold in our fridge.
All right, and the
Yeah.
only requirement is show up at noon
Exactly.
and eat the food provided on campus.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Now, we're here every other Monday night, or second and fourth, but
Mhm.
make sure you get in here and keep that warmed up, because I'd like for you to come in here and promote our library.
Definitely, I can do that. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. Anybody else? All right, seeing no one else, we'll move on to things we don't have. We don't have any public hearings. We don't have items of consideration. We have no ordinances. And so that brings us all the way to what we call the consent calendar.
Been a long time since that happened.
So first question is, does anyone have anything that they need to be excused from because they have a conflict?
Mayor, I'd like to recuse myself from item 14L due to a property conflict.
I also need to recuse myself from 14L for an employer conflict.
All right, and anything else, just 14L for both of you? Okay. And now, anybody have anything they'd like to pull for discussion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to pull items G and H.
Okay.
G and H for Mr. Sanchez? All right, and Mr. San Ynez? have
Same
you-
here, Mayor. Same.
Okay,
G
you're
and
thinking
H.
alike here. All right, so let's talk about G first, and who do you need to have address that?
Mr. Mayor, I think more so I just want to highlight what the
Okay.
item is.
All right,
It's the, between 14G and H, just the improvements that are happening at Thompson Park that we've talked about, the Extreme Ninja courses that are going to be purchased, the equipment, and then installed. So just exciting. Just want to highlight it, and good job to Parks and Rec and Public Works for what they're doing to make this possible. I think it's going to be an exciting playground, and I think it's going to be unique to the region, and just wanted to highlight it. That's all.
Mr. San Ynez?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I just want to piggyback on Councilmember Sanchez's comments on items 14G and H. I am very excited about this new development, and this is for outdoor equipment to be installed at Thompson Park. As you recall, at last year's Bravo Awards, our keynote speaker was Matt Eisman, the host of American Ninja Warrior. So I'm a fan of that TV show, and I look forward to this purchase and installation. And I would like to ask staff that once we award the contract for the purchase and installation, if you can do a presentation, so at least our residents can see it before it's actually installed. Again, this is very exciting. It's going to be a game changer, and I think that Thompson Park will be will be more attractive once this Ninja course is installed. Again, this is the Extreme Ninja course #2, which I think is one of the better ones, one of the better courses that is provided by Greenfield Outdoors Equipment. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
All right, so anybody else have anything they want to offer or anything? Okay. So while you have the floor, why don't we go ahead and ask you for your council comments and reports? Oh,
Because-
excuse, I've moved on. Okay,
I'd like
let's,
to make a motion to approve the consent calendar.
all right, you
I'll
got support?
second.
Okay, so we have a motion by Councilmember Sonny Stand Yanez and it's supported by Councilmember Wendy Morse. Please poll the council.
Councilmember Morse,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Aye.
Councilmember Santinas,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Aye.
Mayor Coops.
Aye. All right, Sonny, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a comment regarding Mayor Coops and Councilmember Sanchez and I attended the Sheriff's Academy, which is sponsored by the LA County Sheriff's Department. It's a 4-event course. First was the ride-along, and then second was the visit to Men's Central Jail, and then the third course was the how to navigate a car on a kind of on water, and also a police pursuit. And finally, we were able to participate in the use of less than lethal weapons. And also part of that course was to experience in a way what our sheriff's deputies are experiencing when they do a traffic stop and when there's a call for service in a house. For example, let's say there was someone who has mental illness who attacked his mother and things like that. So it was very, for me, it was very a very good experience because one, we kind of witnessed what the deputies go through. It's not easy, and don't get me wrong, there's some bad apples out there, but I want to make sure that the Sheriff's Department is not characterized by some bad apples. Majority of our sheriff deputies are really good. They want to do a good job, and they really want to serve our community. And it's really bad that, in press coverage, they highlight the negatives. Again, I want to emphasize that there are some bad apples, and they should be prosecuted to the extent of the full extent of the law. But the good deputies, they should be commended, they should be thanked. And my second message here is the recruitment of our Sheriff's Department is very low because there's a lot of negative things that are going on in terms of the support for our deputies. And I want to pitch our residents here to please encourage anyone that you think will fit to be a sheriff's deputy, please encourage them to apply. We need good people, okay? Because we cannot let bad people apply for these jobs. We need good people. So you are the eyes and ears of the community. You know who the good kids are. And if you think that they have some kind of leaning towards serving the community as a deputy, please encourage them. Don't discourage them. Please encourage them. We need good people. And the only way that we can improve the service of our Sheriff's Department is we feed them with good recruits. And I think that's the avenue that they can improve on. So with that, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor and Councilmember Sanchez, for that wonderful experience.
Thank you. Mr. Victor Sanchez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I know we have about 40 minutes to go here or so. So, no, just joking. All this joking aside, Councilmember Sonny Yanez said it very well and eloquently said, the truth is that our law enforcement deputies are, I got to give it to them. I mean, we in those training sessions, in the tactical sessions that we learned and got to experience firsthand, and you go through so much in so little time. And I mean, these were actors that we knew were actors, but they were so professional and so good. It felt so real, and just I think you said it very well. So I just want to say it was definitely a great course. I recommend Councilmember Morris and Mayor Pro Tem Dutton attend it next year, and even our staff can attend it as well, so that they can get a better idea of what our law enforcement deputies go through on a given day. But with that, I'll conclude my comments. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All right, Morris. Wendy Sanchez. Wendy Morris.
I have no comments.
All right, Mayor Pro Tem.
I have no comments either.
I was with there was about 11 or 12 in the class, correct me if I'm wrong. So other cities participated along with us, all council members. And we all got to know each other by the end of 4 weeks. and it was a great experience. And like it was mentioned, the sheriff deputies dress up like they're people in distress, mentally, physically, and then we were challenged to be able to navigate how to deal with them. And of course, Victor shot them all, but that's another story. No, not really, but we had that opportunity with a beanbag. Yeah. But no, it's the key to the whole thing is that recruitment is so difficult with all law enforcement. They're looking for at least 500 more recruits, as is LAPD, as is Highway Patrol. No one's respecting law enforcement, and it discourages people from applying. So we've got to change the mindset of what the law enforcement people do for us and how important they are. I'm going to, like I most often do, conclude this evening by dedicating and remembering this meeting in memory of a loved one who passed away here in the community. Her name is Marlis Shank. She was born to Garrett and Jenny Lockhorst, October 8, 1933. She passed away May 13, 2024 at the age of 90. She was born in Baldwin, Wisconsin, and she had a twin sister named Marilyn. They arrived in California when Marlis was 7 years old with her family, and her first education was at Ramona School, right on Clark Street there, way back in the late 30s. And then she went on to Roosevelt Junior High, and she graduated from Excelsior High because that was before there was a Bellflower High. She married the love of her life, Delmer, and Delmer's obituary I read about 6 months ago. So he passed away not long ago, and now his wife has also exited. They resided in Lakewood, and then for many years they lived in Bellflower, and Delmer built 3 different homes in Bellflower. And their family consisted of their oldest son, Gary, twins Dennis and Diane, and another daughter, Karen. Marlis was a housewife and stay-at-home mom, where she found passion in gardening, and she had beautiful gardens and flowers, but she enjoyed camping and traveling with the family and teaching Sunday school. She was very active in Bethel Reformed Church over on Ramona. She's survived by her children, Gary and Renee, and Diane and Vic, son-in-law, and Karen and Robert, and 9 grandchildren and 17 great-grandchildren. She's been preceded in death by her husband, Delmer, by her parents, her twin sister, Marilyn, and one son, Dennis, who passed away about 8 years ago. So our deepest sympathies and heartfelt condolences go out to the Shank family. This was a lady that I knew as a child. My mother and her we'd carpool together, go to Bible school and to Sunday school and stuff. So I've known this lady my whole life. So she had a good life. I think she had no regrets. She lived to be 90, and during COVID, they celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary and birthdays, and so I actually went to their homes and made the presentations for these proclamations in their living room because we weren't open here at City Hall. And it's something they really appreciated, and I appreciate being able to do that. Being the little kid that rode in their back seat was now the mayor, can do these things, so it's kind of cool. But we're going to dedicate and adjourn this meeting in their honor, and we're going to adjourn this meeting to Bellflower City Council meeting at 5:30 p.m. on Monday, June 24th, 2024. It is 7:25. We're adjourned.